Hey there, this is Mr. Icarus and welcome back to Doom Mod Madness. In this episode we're checking out Project MSX, and if I were to describe this in simplistic terms, I'd say imagine Master Chief plus a few bells and whistles in Doom. And there you go, that's pretty much bang on the money, because the health system here is pretty much direct from Halo. If you take hits, it depletes your shield, which is on the top left, and if your shield hits 0, you start losing base health, which you don't want to do, because you don't have a lot of that to begin with. But if you stay out of the line of fire, your shields can recharge. So it lends this interesting element to the base gameplay of Doom, where you've got to think a little bit more intelligently about your stats. And on the right here, we've got a very intriguing looking ammo readout, and it makes a little bit more sense if we start firing at the wall. As you can see, it relates to how many bullets you've got in the actual weapon, and just below that you've got your total overall ammo as well. And we're just going to take down these dudes. As you can see, this pistol is ridiculously powerful. It only takes one bullet to take these guys out. I feel kind of bad for them, actually. Nah, not really. They're just popcorn enemies. They're just here so I can pick up ever more increasingly powerful weaponry. We're just going to round this corner, lob a grenade, and say sayonara to all those poor bastards. Oh, I do like it. I do like it. It's nowhere near the same ridiculous level as Brutal Doom, but for some reason I find this a little bit more satisfying. And I think it's because you have to earn it. Brutal Doom, for all its gratification and goriness, I find it a little bit too easy. And for all those people that say I'm obviously not playing on a hard enough difficulty, I'll say, screw you, I'll play on whatever difficulty I like. And for the record, this is on hard, because I had to screw around with the difficulty settings here. I found easy far too easy. I found normal, which was labeled as casual, to be an insult, so I just stumped for hard instead, and I've been practicing. This don't come out of the blue. This comes from playing the same goddamn level over and over and over, and we're just gonna get into the ruckus. Use a little bit more of the pistol because, it's got the right kind of kick. It reminds me of the pistol out of the original Halo as well, and that can't be a coincidence. Jeez, we're gonna have to switch over to the auto shotty because these imps are amped up roid rage motherfuckers, and if anything, that's kind of what I'd use to describe this mod in general. It's amped up. It turns the dial up to 11 in terms of how aggressive the enemies are and how numerous they are as well. There's quite a lot of enemies in here, in order to compensate, I suppose, for the power that you can wield. And sure, we've got fisticuffs, which is pretty cool on its own, but also we've got powered up fisticuffs, and I've got to do this right, because if I don't hit this thing in the face properly... Oh yeah! We did it! I was going to say, if we didn't hit it in the face properly and misfire, we would have lost that blast, and we would have lost all of our shields. Which would have been very embarrassing, but now we have this baby, which is pretty much the plasma gun from Doom, but with a few extra bells and whistles. It's a little bit more powerful for one, and it has an alternative fire, which is quite entertaining. It's called shock mode, which basically is a charge laser, which can take out quite a lot of goons. But you got to be careful not to overdo it, because you can run out of ammo extremely quickly in this game, in this particular mod. And I've fallen foul of that many a time. I've gone into like the second mission that soon, just with no ammo left. I've just had to punch things in the face, which is entertaining in its own right, you know. I've got to give the game credit for that. If it can make running out of ammo and punching things in the face entertaining, they must be doing something right. And I also appreciate the enemy variety as well. I appreciate that they changed it up a little bit, that there's the weird amped up imps. We've got the weird red pinkies, which can lunge at you for some reason. And what am I going to do? What am I going to use? We're going to see how many pistol rounds it takes to take out this guy. No, it takes more than a clip. Ah, a clip plus 3. Not too bad, not too bad. Also, what you can do with this is you can circumvent a lot of the original level design as well. With this being like Episode 2, Mission 1, there are a few shortcuts you can take. You just can do a little hop up here to circumvent having to use that button. And I'm going to have to be careful because I've forgotten what's around the corner here. We've got another one of the... Yep. Yeah, we'll just take care of business here. But the reason why I chose this particular vanilla map set is I find it's a good barometer for what's been changed in terms of gameplay. I find it's good for figuring out the difference in balance of weapons and enemies. And, yeah, always good to use. It's how I use Brutal Doom. It's how I know that Brutal Doom makes it feel a little too easy. And to be honest, I think I prefer MSX because I get more satisfaction out of the gameplay. I feel like I've actually achieved something, that I've used my wits and my guile in order to get out of a shitty situation. Also, you'll notice that the med packs that I've picked up are just below my base health meter there. And I've got 4 med packs because you've got to manually use them if you deplete any of your health. Same goes for the weaponry. You've got to manually reload these weapons, which has led to a lot of let's say shitty situations where I've just been clicking away with no bullets coming out the other end. Very embarrassing, very embarrassing. And it was usually me getting completely surrounded by these roid rage imps. See, I've ran out of ammo already. Where are my fists? Fists! I just feel so annoyed by these things. I'm just gonna... Oh, I missed the bloody charge up. This is the kind of frustration. You've got to actually have a modicum of skill here. You can't just charge in, press the super overpowered button and expect to come out of the situation in one piece. You've got to actually aim properly. You've got to time it properly. Because you can quickly find yourself getting overwhelmed, and I swear it is an absolute miracle that I haven't died already. Because I've been terrible at this. It's probably definitely going to happen in the next map, because map 3, my favorite, is an absolute clusterfuck. Where's my pistol? And this is what I mean about ammo running out. It is very easy to just completely spurg out and lose all your weaponry and end up with just fisticuffs. Which, you know, isn't a total loss. Damn it. Okay. Elbow to the face. We're going to have to use a little bit of our med pack here. You also get a shield charger as well, which is mighty useful. And I'm just acutely aware of the fact that I haven't shown you the cool shit that you can do with grenades here as well. So I'm going to find some unsuspecting demons. Like this guy. This guy will do. Yeah. Me likey. It was completely unwarranted, the fact that I just took out one imp. But you know what? I really hate these imps. So they deserve it. I'm just going to punch this guy to death. Get over here. But now I'm pretty much out of ammo. I've got 1 clip of that left, half a clip. How much have I got in this? I've got enough in the energy weapon. That should be okay. But the only reason why I kind of tolerate this level, and believe me, I really dislike this level, mainly because of let's show you the auto map. Mainly because of this crap. It's an absolute labyrinth. Ah, damn it! I ran out of ammo. I've got to pay more attention. But it's an absolute labyrinth. I really like using the shortcuts in this because it cuts out a lot of the fat. And the only reason why I deal with this level is, firstly, because you can get a lot of the more advanced weaponry by picking up the yellow key. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to hunt down the yellow key, which is around here somewhere. It's got to be around here somewhere. Where is it? Oh, I can't remember. Jesus. I have no memory of this place. I've been playing far too many custom maps. But actually, I'm pretty sure it's around the corner here. I've got no ammo. I don't know what I'm gonna do. But we're okay. We're just gonna avoid all these sons of bitches. And we're gonna go pick up our awesome badass weaponry. And, you know how the rocket launcher is pretty cool? Well, imagine a rapid-fire rocket launcher. Yeah. Yeah, you're into that. I can tell. So let's go get ourselves a rapid-fire rocket launcher at some point. We've got some extra weaponry for our assault rifle, so we won't suffer an embarrassing death. But these imps that just seem to come out the friggin' woodwork. Where is it? Where is it? The layout is so ass backwards. Oh shit, I've ran into something else. Where do these come from? Okay. I'm just gathering myself. Just need to remember which way I need to go. It's around here, around the corner. It's so fun playing Doom this way as well. It just feels so derpy. Anyway, we're at the other yellow door. And we got a few more imps to take care of. Ah, shit. There we go. Taking care of business. And I'm just acutely aware that we probably have no ammunition left again. I'm gonna have to use the scope to be precise about this. See if we can draw them out and take them out before we can get too much direct damage from them. Nope, that's all she wrote. And yeah, we're Muhammad Aliing our way through this. Queensbury rules, bitches. I'm not even sure if I said that right. By the way, it is extremely warm where I am right now. My brain is melting, much in the same fashion as the last video. So, excuse me if I come out with utterly random shit. I'm sure I said Queensbury rules when referring to punching, but I could have said anything. I could have just slurred. I have no idea. But this is the weapon I was talking about. It's a rapid-fire rocket launcher. It's absolutely badass. Let's take care of some evil demon scum. Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure this is that weapon out of fear. Was it the penetrator out of fear? I'm pretty sure there was a similar weapon, because the models in this are just far too detailed for them to be individual creations. I mean, when I reload, just look how smooth that is. That is ridiculously smooth. There is clearly a lot of talent going into this in terms of making it look nice and smooth and cool. But I'm wondering if in future installments they might change the weapon models, because there's a lot of familiarity here, and I'm imagining they might want to make it a little bit more unique. But for the time being, this'll do. This'll do. It's pretty badass. And I am just going to get to the end of this stage, because I want to get into the absolute chaos that is map 3. So we're going to have to take the shortcut around here, and we've got a mega jump. We're not too bothered about the toxic waste down here, because the shield actually protects us, so there's no need for rad suits. I'm just going to lob a few. Ah, shit, no! Didn't want that. We don't want the grenades exploding in our face. I'm just going to clear out this section up here. Oh, we did it earlier. That's fine. And here's the exit, so we can just power on through to map 3. And I might call it a day after this one. I'm sure I've pretty much gone through everything there is to go through. Oh, wait, no. I haven't gone through dodging. Believe it or not, you can dodge. But it relies on a really weird combination of pressing shift and other stuff. I'm gonna die. Oh, crap. I'm gonna die. See what I mean about this being a clusterfuck? Believe it or not, that room is completely optional. I do not need to go into that room, but I just find it so goddamn entertaining that I do it anyway. So screw it. Anyway, let's see if we can dodge our way through this without taking too much damage. Ah. This is my little safe cubby hole that I always use here. I'm just going to try and grenade that son of a bitch to death. There we go. And we've ran out of ammo for that, so I think it's time we switch over to our rapid-fire rocket launcher. Oh, that is satisfying. Right, who's left? Who's left? Oh, yeah. This one's a keeper. This one's a keeper. This, along with Demon Steel, with G-Motor, all on regular rotation when I'm feeling a little down. I need something ridiculously fun to play. Just stick this into Doom and you will have an absolute blast of a time. You know, the only thing that's missing from this is my little music pack. It's called, now that's what I call MIDI, and it's basically MIDI versions of heavy metal songs. You know, a vastly expanded library. It's really cool. I advise you to search it out if you can, if you want to add a little bit more fun to your Doom playthroughs. But we're just going to see how far we can get before we kick the bucket here. I'm sure I'm going to do okay. And the spheres are different as well. This one's a defense sphere, which means I can take more hits and not worry too much about suffering too much damage. We've also got a shield recharger, which is good if you want to do a rapid recharge of your shields and you're in a bit of a sticky situation. But another piece of advice that I'd level on you before I leave you with your thoughts is you will need to rebind the keys, otherwise some of this stuff won't work. So remember to rebind the keys. For the love of God, remember to rebind the keys, otherwise you will be screwed. Alright, what have I got? What have I got to play with? You know what I'm interested in finding out? I'm actually interested in finding out the equivalent of the BFG in this particular one. And, oh damn, there's a hell baron around here. There's all these pinkies, there's just so many enemies. It's an absolute deluge, I love it. It's a challenge, goddammit. I think that's something that's sorely missing from most modern games. They're far too eager to lead you by the hand. How did that not kill him? Anyway. Yes, what was I saying? Yeah, most games are far too eager to just lead you by the hand, give you maybe a more narrative experience than an actual gameplay experience, and that's why I always come back to Doom. That's why I enjoy it, and you know what? That's all I have to say. It's pretty badass. Pretty badass. It's Project MSX. I'm going to elbow this barrel till it kills me. No, that's not working. Anyway, this has been Mr. Icarus. Thank you very much for watching. Words are failing me. It's probably a good time as any to finish this video. Remember to like if you enjoyed this. Leave any comments in the comments below, especially if I've missed any details that you'd be eager to point out. And if you've not subscribed, then what are you doing? What are you doing? Hit the subscribe button. You'll have so much fun watching all this weird bullshit and me just ranting with friggin' heat stroke during the day. Anyway, this has been Mr. Icarus. This has been Doom Mod Madness. Emphasis on madness. Icarus out.